Remember when money seemed to stretch further? Years ago, a simple $10 bill could fill your shopping basket with groceries, snacks, and still leave you with some change. It felt substantial, almost comforting. Today, that same $10 seems to vanish in minutes, barely covering the essentials. This shift isn't just about changing prices, it's about how our perception of value has evolved. As we begin this journey, let's explore why money feels lighter now and what's really happening beneath the surface. Think about your last trip to the store. You hand over $10 and it's gone almost instantly. The items you used to buy with that amount now cost much more. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it's a sign of a deeper, ongoing change. The shrinking power of money is something everyone feels but few truly understand. Let's dive into the invisible force behind this phenomenon and see how it affects our daily lives. Silent change you notice is called inflation. Inflation is an invisible force that slowly reduces the value of your money, making each dollar buy less over time. It's not something you can see or touch, but you feel its effects every time prices rise. Understanding inflation is key to grasping why your money doesn't go as far as it used to. Let's break down what inflation really means and how it quietly shapes our financial reality. Inflation means prices rise over time. You see it in the cost of food, rent, fuel, transport, and even school fees. Everything becomes more expensive, often without warning. While prices climb, salaries and wages don't always keep up. This gap means that even if you earn the same amount, your money buys less. It's a slow squeeze that affects everyone, from families to individuals, making it harder to maintain the same lifestyle. One of the most frustrating parts of inflation is that salaries often don't rise at the same speed as prices. You might work just as hard, but your paycheck doesn't stretch as far. This mismatch forces people to make tough choices, cut back on spending, or look for ways to supplement their income. It's a challenge that quietly impacts households everywhere, making financial planning more difficult. Imagine your money as a block of ice. Every year, inflation melts a small piece of it away. At first, the loss is barely noticeable, but over time, the block shrinks and you realize that what once felt solid is now slipping through your fingers. This melting effect is gradual, making it easy to overlook until the impact becomes undeniable. It's a powerful metaphor for understanding how inflation erodes the value of your savings. Loss caused by inflation often feels invisible. You don't see your money physically disappear, but its purchasing power quietly fades. Over time, you notice you're working harder just to maintain the same lifestyle. The invisible nature of inflation makes it difficult to recognize until it's already affecting your daily life. This subtle erosion is what makes inflation so dangerous and widespread. As inflation continues, people find themselves working harder just to keep up. The same job, the same hours, but the rewards feel smaller. It's a cycle that pushes many to seek extra work, cut back on expenses, or rethink their financial goals. Inflation doesn't just affect prices, it changes how we approach work and life, making us more aware of the need to protect our earnings. History has shown how dangerous inflation can become. In countries like Zimbabwe and Venezuela, inflation spiraled out of control, making stacks of cash nearly worthless. These extreme cases highlight the risks of unchecked inflation, but even normal inflation quietly damages savings over time. Learning from history helps us understand why it's important to stay vigilant and proactive about protecting our wealth. Places like Zimbabwe and Venezuela, inflation reached such high levels that people needed wheelbarrows of cash just to buy basic goods. Prices changed daily and savings evaporated almost overnight. These examples show how inflation can devastate economies and lives when left unchecked. While most countries don't face such extremes, the lesson is clear: inflation is a force to be respected and managed. Even when inflation is considered normal, it still quietly damages savings. Over time, the value of your money decreases, making it harder to reach financial goals. This slow erosion affects everyone regardless of income or status. Understanding the impact of normal inflation helps us see why it's important to take steps to protect our wealth, even when things seem stable. If inflation stays at 5% yearly, your money could lose nearly half its purchasing power in around 14 years. This means that what you can buy today with $100, you'll only be able to buy with $50 in the future. The math is simple, but the consequences are significant. Planning for inflation is essential to avoid losing ground financially over time. Simply saving cash is often not enough to protect yourself from inflation. While it's important to have savings, relying solely on cash means your money will lose value over time. This realization pushes people to look for better ways to safeguard their wealth. Let's explore why savings alone can't keep up with inflation and what alternatives exist. Protect themselves, people invest in things that grow over time: businesses, stocks, real estate, or valuable skills. These investments help your money keep pace with inflation and sometimes even outgrow it. The goal is not just to make money, but to stop inflation from stealing it. Understanding how to protect your wealth is a crucial step in financial planning. Investing is about more than making money, it's about preserving the value of your wealth. By choosing assets that grow over time, you can offset the effects of inflation. Whether it's stocks, property, or building new skills, investing is a proactive way to ensure your money works for you, not against you. Let's look at how different investments can help you stay ahead. Investing in businesses is one way to protect your wealth from inflation. Businesses can grow, adapt, and generate profits that keep pace with rising prices. Whether you start your own company or invest in others, business investments offer opportunities for growth and resilience. Understanding the role of business in fighting inflation is key to building a strong financial future. Stocks and shares are another powerful tool against inflation. Companies often raise prices and profits during inflation, which can boost the value of their shares. Investing in the stock market allows your money to grow alongside the economy. While stocks carry risks, they also offer potential rewards that can help you stay ahead of inflation. Real estate is a classic way to protect wealth from inflation. Property values often rise as prices increase, making real estate a stable investment. Owning a home or other property can help your money keep pace with inflation and sometimes even outgrow it. Understanding the benefits of real estate is important for anyone looking to safeguard their finances. Investing in valuable skills is another way to fight inflation. Skills can increase your earning potential, open new opportunities, and help you adapt to changing markets. Whether it's learning a new trade, improving your education, or mastering technology, skills are assets that grow over time. They offer protection against inflation by making you more competitive and resilient. Inflation rarely destroys wealth overnight. Instead, it steals slowly, silently, and often without people noticing until it's too late. This gradual process makes it easy to ignore, but its effects are real and lasting. Recognizing inflation's slow theft is the first step toward protecting your financial future. Inflation operates quietly in the background, eroding the value of your money bit by bit. Most people don't notice until their savings have lost significant purchasing power. This silent nature makes inflation one of the most dangerous threats to financial stability. Staying aware and proactive is essential to avoid falling victim to its effects. Many people don't recognize inflation until it's already impacting their lives. Prices rise, savings shrink, and budgets get tighter. By understanding inflation early, you can take steps to protect your wealth and plan for the future. Awareness is the first line of defense against inflation's silent theft. Inflation affects more than just prices, it changes how we live. People adjust their lifestyles, cut back on spending, and rethink their priorities. The impact is felt in everyday choices, from shopping to travel to entertainment. Understanding how inflation shapes lifestyle decisions helps us see its broader influence. As inflation rises, budgeting becomes more challenging. Expenses increase, but income often stays the same. People must make tough choices, prioritize needs, and find ways to stretch their money further. Effective budgeting is essential to navigate the changing financial landscape and maintain stability. Inflation erodes the value of savings over time. Money kept in a bank or under a mattress loses purchasing power as prices rise. This slow loss makes it harder to achieve financial goals and maintain security. Understanding savings erosion is key to making smarter financial decisions. To fight inflation, people seek investment alternatives. Stocks, real estate, and skills offer ways to grow wealth and keep pace with rising prices. Diversifying investments is a smart strategy to protect against inflation's effects and build a stronger financial future. Financial resilience means being prepared for inflation and other challenges. By investing wisely, budgeting carefully, and staying informed, you can protect your wealth and adapt to changing conditions. Building resilience is about more than money, it's about creating security and peace of mind. Education plays a vital role in fighting inflation. Learning about finance, investing, and economic trends helps you make informed decisions. Education empowers you to recognize risks, seize opportunities, and build a stronger financial future. Investing in knowledge is one of the best ways to protect against inflation. Adapting to inflation means staying flexible and open to new strategies. Markets shift, prices rise, and opportunities evolve. By staying adaptable, you can respond to inflation's challenges and find ways to thrive. Flexibility is a key ingredient in long-term financial success. Long-term planning is essential to beat inflation. Setting goals, making investments, and preparing for future changes helps you stay ahead. By thinking beyond today, you can build a financial strategy that withstands inflation and secures your future. Inflation isn't limited to one country or region, it's a global phenomenon. Every economy faces inflation, though the rates and impacts vary. Understanding inflation's global reach helps us see its importance and the need for universal strategies to protect wealth. Governments respond to inflation with policies and regulations. Interest rates, taxes, and spending decisions all play a role in managing inflation. Understanding how governments act helps you anticipate changes and make smarter financial choices. Interest rates are a key tool in fighting inflation. When rates rise, borrowing becomes more expensive, which can slow down price increases. Understanding how interest rates affect inflation helps you make better decisions about loans, savings, and investments. Inflation affects debt in complex ways. While it can make old debts easier to repay, new loans become more expensive as interest rates rise. Managing debt wisely is essential to avoid financial strain during periods of inflation. Inflation can threaten retirement plans by reducing the value of savings. Planning for inflation is crucial to ensure a comfortable retirement. Investing in assets that grow and keeping an eye on expenses helps protect your future. Families feel inflation in everyday life. Groceries, school fees, and housing costs all rise, making budgeting more important. Understanding inflation helps families make smarter choices and maintain stability. Businesses must adapt to inflation by raising prices, managing costs, and seeking growth opportunities. Inflation challenges companies to stay competitive and profitable. Understanding its impact helps business owners make better decisions. Technology can help fight inflation by increasing efficiency and reducing costs. Innovations in finance, business, and everyday life offer new ways to protect wealth and adapt to rising prices. Embracing technology is a smart move in today's economy. Developing new skills is a powerful way to fight inflation. Skills increase earning potential and open doors to new opportunities. Investing in yourself is one of the best ways to stay ahead of inflation and build a brighter future. Savings accounts offer security, but they often can't keep up with inflation. Interest rates are usually low, meaning your money loses value over time. Exploring other investment options is important to protect your wealth. Inflation touches every part of daily life. From shopping to paying bills, everyone feels its effects. Understanding inflation helps you make smarter choices and adapt to changing conditions. Inflation makes reaching financial goals more challenging. Saving for a home, education, or retirement requires careful planning and smart investing. Understanding inflation's impact helps you set realistic goals and stay motivated. Financial security is threatened by inflation. Protecting your wealth means staying informed, investing wisely, and planning ahead. Security comes from understanding risks and taking action to safeguard your money. Inflation leaves a lasting mark on economies, families, and individuals. Its effects are felt for years, shaping how people live, work, and plan for the future. Understanding inflation's impact helps us prepare and build resilience. Inflation is a silent force that slowly erodes the value of money. It affects prices, savings, investments, and everyday life. By understanding inflation, investing wisely, and planning ahead, you can protect your wealth and build a brighter financial future. Stay informed, stay proactive, and remember, inflation steals slowly, but you can fight back.